Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So a while ago I bought myself this 18 volt cordless Einhell Jigsaw. So in this video I'll be doing an unboxing, testing and a review of this tool. Here is the Einhell Brushless Cordless Jigsaw. The model is TP-JST 18/135 LIBL-Solo. So this is the bare bones tool without the battery included. It's 18 volts, it's brushless, electronic, and it has pendulum function. Pure power brushless, it says on the box, plus 25% more power than a brushed version, I'm assuming, plus 50% more endurance, plus 100% lifetime, plus 10-year warranty. So apparently these are made much better than a brushed model because they offer more power, more endurance, more lifetime and a longer warranty. And there's some more symbols on the box to give you a bit more information about the tool. 0 to 3,500 per minute actions, so up and down on the blade. 26mm, I'm guessing that's the travel of the blade up and down. The pendulum actions, you've got 0, 1, 2 and 3 settings. So there's 3 types of pendulum action and then a standard action. It takes a bayonet type fitting quick release blade. It can be angled left and right 45 degrees. It's electronic. In wood the maximum depth is 135mm. In steel it's 10mm, and I think the other symbol is plastic, and that's 20mm. And apparently it comes with 3 blades. So in the box you get the jigsaw itself, you get a dust extraction pipe, you get a fence, guide fence, you get a little Allen key to make adjustments. You also get these 2 attachments for when you're cutting through finer pieces to prevent chip out, and you get 3 bayonet style quick release fitting blades. Wood fine, wood fine, wood fine. So 3 of the same blade to get you going. So first impressions of this jigsaw. It's nice and heavy and chunky and solid. It's got a really juicy, grippy top on it. Nice big motor at the front. I like it. So far so good. I've just taken all the bits off to give you a closer look. So underneath you've got 1 Allen key hole, and the provided Allen key goes in there, and that allows you to tilt the bed of the jigsaw. It's in like a 90-degree mode at the moment, but you can tilt it 45 one way or the other and then lock it in position. I don't tend to use a jigsaw at an angle. I like to keep it at 90, so I'm going to leave that alone. Then you've got the dust extraction port that you can leave in all the time, and that slides in here like so. It's a bit tight because it's new. There we go. And then you've got this like plastic cover. If you're cutting some material and you don't want to scratch it, you've got this plastic cover which goes on like so. It also has the fence which can go in either way. There's these little thumb screws that undo here that allow it to go in like so. And when you've got it set to where you want it, these can just be locked off then. Really nice, convenient, that works well. So if you want to cut something, say you've got a sheet of plywood, you can run along that factory square edge, say you want to cut 10 centimeters, you could just set this to 10 centimeters and then cut off some material and just use the guide here. So for the dust extraction port, if you're cutting something and you want to angle it away, you can add the port, for example, to one side. So you've got your vacuum pipe coming out of this side, or you can move that over to the other side. So that's quite useful. You can have dust extraction at an angle. The machine has got numbers 1 to 7 speed settings on the top. It has an on and off switch, which is like a safety switch, which is a little bit like a grinder that I have. You sort of pull it up and it hooks over, stays on, and then you can release it. And you've got the standard setting and then 3 pendulum action settings, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 is just standard up and down, and then the pendulum kicks in 2, 3 and 4. What I like about this is that where the quick release lever is for a blade to go in, part of the front here actually acts on your behalf, and it pulls the lever open so you don't have to get your finger down in there, making things much easier. So you can pull that over, blade goes in, and let that go. That works really well. I like that. And there's the blade in. So you can just do it here and remove it. Very nice. So now let's put a battery in and listen to it for the first time. So this is on setting number 1. Nice and quiet. Now let's go all the way up to number 7. So nice and quiet on the first setting, gets quite loud when it gets up to number 7, but that's nice and powerful, so you'd expect that. And it has this nice light that you can see as well. It has a light that sort of goes all the way around. So there's lights underneath it, not just one light, there's one either side to light up the area nicely. So this first attachment clips over the front here. I'm guessing to give you a better view of where you're cutting, so instead of having to look right down in here, you can look in this circle. There's a little triangle there, gives you a straight kind of guide, so you can follow your line through here. That's a nice feature, and this pops off. And the other one is good to prevent chip out, and it goes inside, clips into place like so. And that way your blade doesn't have much either side of it. You can see, imagine the blade is down in there. It's very close to the blade both sides, so it should prevent chip out as you work your way along a line on some wood. Okay, so that's about it then for this video. So my final thoughts, bearing in mind that I haven't had it too long, so far so good. I like the rubberized grip on it. It feels like it's long lasting and it's not going to sort of dent too easily and wear out too easily. So that's nice. Overall, the look of the tool I think is quite nice, and it feels like it's solidly built. It feels like it's going to last a long time. It's chunky and solid. It's got the nice speed control on the top, easy to access there. 1 right up to 7. So you've got plenty of options with the speed control. And the on and off button, once you press the button on, it stays on, so you don't have to squeeze down on a trigger. You can turn it on and then just leisurely move the jigsaw around and do some cutting. It's got the 3 pendulum modes which work well. The dust extraction port, it doesn't get in the way, so that's good. Not that I use dust extraction that often on a jigsaw, but it's there if you need it. And it's got that plastic protection for the base in case you don't want to scratch surfaces of anything you're working on, so that's good too. The quick release with this helpful plastic thing here just makes it that much easier to change the blade, which is nice. Not too much negative to say about it really. I think it's a little bit on the heavy side. It's quite heavy, so if you've got smaller hands you might find it a bit cumbersome because it doesn't have a handle to grab onto, so bear that in mind. It's quite heavy, but apart from that it's quite a nice saw. And also, if you're not a fan of the little on and off switch here and you'd rather have a trigger, then you might want to opt for the other version. There's another version of this with a normal handle, the sort of more traditional style. But if you like this sort of style, then this could be the one for you. The base plate's nice and chunky, solid aluminium. It's got that long warranty as well. So that's about it. It's a pretty good jigsaw, I think. Is it good value for money? Only time will tell. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.